Long ago, the world had become full of violence and corruption. People had turned away from God and did many evil things. God looked at the earth and saw how deeply people had fallen into sin. Their thoughts and actions were constantly evil. The earth was burdened by injustice and wickedness as we have today. The story of Noah's Ark emerged to illuminate the path of righteousness and virtue. But among all the people, there was one man who still followed God. His name was Noah. Noah lived differently from the rest of the world. He obeyed God and lived a righteous life with his family. It was in this hour that the divine voice spoke to Noah, an upright man distinguished by humility and an unwavering faith, a chosen steward entrusted with an impossible command. "Build an ark," the voice called. "Prepare, for a flood shall cleanse the earth and grant renewal." God told Noah that a great flood would come to cleanse the earth. But Noah and his family would be saved. With trembling hands and a resolute heart, Noah began his sacred task. God commanded Noah to build a massive boat called an ark. It would protect his family and animals from the coming flood. He gathered materials, called forth his family, and spoke gentle words of obedience, even as the world scorned him. Noah faithfully built the ark exactly as God instructed, even though others likely mocked him. The lesson we learn: in the face of ridicule, courage rooted in faith will shape mighty deeds. God brought animals to Noah, 2 of every kind. They entered the ark to be preserved. As the ark took form, Noah welcomed pairs of animals, beasts both grand and meek, creatures unheard and wondrous. And he took them in both male and female. Noah, his family, and the animals entered the ark. Then God shut the door. He tended to all the animals with kindness, embracing the stewardship that all creation demands. Through these acts, we are reminded of our responsibility toward the world's living tapestry, a gentle call for compassion and care. Rain began to fall heavily from the sky. Water rose from the ground, and the flood started. The floodwaters rose, relentless and true, casting the earth in endless silence. For 40 days and 40 nights, rain poured over the earth. Everything outside the ark was covered by water. Within the ark, hope and fear mingled. Every soul learned the value of patience, endurance, and unity. When uncertainty reigns, we find solace in togetherness. The ark floated safely above the waters while the entire world was flooded. Days passed, until the waters receded and the ark came to rest atop a mountain. Noah sent out a dove. When it returned with an olive leaf, he knew the land was drying. Noah, casting forth a dove, watched with bated breath as it returned with an olive leaf. After leaving the ark, Noah worshipped God. God placed a rainbow in the sky as a promise never to flood the entire earth again. From a single gesture, life and hope emerged anew. Herein lies a lesson: after devastation, hope glimmers when we look for signs of renewal, never surrendering to despair.